Okay, so obviously I'm not there today, but I think we can still do a quick example of how to use lists, and then we can extend that example to include stacks as well as some class design. So we're going to make a new project. It's going to be a Windows form application, and I'm going to call this ICS4U-ICSDraw, and we're going to click OK. I did change my screen resolution to make the file size of the video a little smaller, so if you're wondering why everything's so jammed on here, that's why. This isn't what my screen normally looks like. We want to change some properties here. We're going to take our form, rename it, so I'm going to call this one FRM Draw. Say yes. We'd like to change all references. We also want to change the caption or the text at the top of the title bar of our form. So you need to click on your form to see the properties, go down to text, and this is going to be ICS4U-ICSDraw. Okay. So we're going to need a few different events in order to create a drawing program. We're going to need mouse down, mouse move, and we're also going to need paint. So pay attention to this part. We're going to make sure that our form is selected, click on the lightning bolt. We're going to go down to mouse down, and there it is. We're going to double click on that. It's going to create a method stub. We're just going to go back to our design mode, find mouse move, and select from the list mouse down. So then we only have to write the function once. We don't have to write two separate ones. Go down to paint and double click on that one. That creates the paint method stub as well. So now we're ready to code this. We're going to start by making a list of points, and basically what's going to happen is when we click, or while we have the left mouse button pressed and we move the mouse, it's going to register the point that our mouse is currently over, and then we're going to draw little circles wherever that has occurred. So we're going to make a list of points, and that's what we're going to populate. So in mouse down, so this is either mouse down or mouse move, we're going to say if e.button equals mouse buttons dot left. That means that we have the left mouse button depressed. What we're going to do is we're going to add the current location, which is a point, to our list of points, so that we know that we want to draw that. So we're going to say my points dot add. That's going to add something to our list. So you could think of the list as like an array that you can just keep putting stuff into. You don't have to worry about the size. It does stay in order, the order that you add it, but generally there are other data structures if we need to maintain a particular ordering and move things around. But it does stay in the order just like an array, and you can access it just like an array, but we're not going to. So we're going to add e.location. That's where the mouse currently is located. So this is going to add the current location to our list of points to draw. Now we can come down underneath that if statement. We need to tell the screen to redraw itself. So we're going to say active form dot invalidate. That's going to cause the paint method to run. So here we're just going to use this interesting kind of a for loop called a for each loop, and a for each loop is going to allow us to go through each element of our list without actually worrying about the indices. So we're going to say for each point P in my points. So within this loop, The first time it goes through, P will refer to the first element of the list. Second time it goes through, it'll refer to the second element, and so we just refer to the item P within this loop, and that is going to give us access to that element. So they're the current element in the iteration. So we can just say e.graphics.fill ellipse, and I'm just going to hard code something in here. In the next version, we're going to make it a little more generic. But e.fill ellipse, e.graphics.fill ellipse, we're going to just say brushes.red. We have to make a new rectangle. So I'm going to make a new rectangle. I'm going to say p.x minus 3, comma p.y minus 3. So I'm going to take the point, and I'm going to go 3 pixels left and up, and then I'm going to have width of 6 and height of 6. That rectangle, the circle will be drawn inside it. So it will be a circle, but it's going to be centered on the location that we've clicked, more or less. So that ends the rectangle, and of course you'd have this on one line. It's just my resolution's kind of weird. Alright, so now that we have that, we should be able to actually run our program. So if I press F5, when I click or hold the mouse button down as I move it, it's going to create small circles, and we can draw. You'll notice there's some flickering going on. To get rid of that flickering, we just need to go to design mode, scroll up in the list of properties, so change from lightning bolt events to the actual property listing, and we're going to find double buffered, and we're going to set that equal to true. Okay, so now if I were to run it, it would be a lot smoother, although I'm not sure how it shows up in the video. Okay, so I'm going to save that. I'll post this code as well as obviously the video. The next stage, we're going to add a menu to our draw program. We're going to allow the user to change the size of the brush and also the color using a color dialog box. After that, we're going to add the functionality of undo and redo. Alright, thanks for watching.